Whoever you think I am, you got the wrong guy.
You were always the wrong guy.
Man, that ending was insane, right? I mean, who saw that coming? Deadpool and Wolverine saving the multiverse? Talk about an unexpected duo. It was like watching a classic buddy cop movie, but with way more claws and fourth wall breaks. Welcome back to your nerdy show. I'm your host, Logan. If you haven't watched the movie, please come back after watching it, because there will be spoilers from the movie. I'm still trying to wrap my head around all the cameos. I mean, seeing was wild, but it didn't overshadow the main story. You could really feel the connection between Deadpool and Wolverine. It was almost like watching two old friends finally team up to save the day. And that ending, don't even get me started. What does it mean for the multiverse? Is Cassandra Nova really gone? And where do we go from here? I need answers. What did you think of the ending? Any theories on what's next for these two?
Who knows if you live or die?
How Cassandra Nova was stopped. Man, things were looking pretty grim there at the end. One friend might say, "Yeah, I know, right?" Another replies, "Cassandra Nova was all set to wipe out every possible universe, leaving her as the queen of, well, nothing." Talk about a power trip. And that Time Ripper thing, crazy tech. Apparently, it mixes matter and antimatter together to cause a big universe-ending boom. Classic villain move, the first friend says. But our boys, Deadpool and Wolverine, weren't about to let that happen. Of course not. Mr. Paradox, that weird time-traveling dude, explains they need to use the same kind of power to stop the machine. But here's the kicker. It'll vaporize whoever does it. No pressure, right? Exactly. So naturally, Deadpool and Wolverine start arguing over who gets to be the human sacrifice. Can you believe the nerve of those two? Typical Deadpool, always thinking of the big picture of himself. In the end, Deadpool pulls a fast one and ends up taking the blast. But he needs Wolverine's help to finish the job. So they both jump in, and somehow they survive. Talk about a superhero moment.
Yeah, I'm ready. I'm the Wolverine.
So what happened to that crazy lady, Cassandra Nova? Well, it looks like she got what was coming to. When Deadpool and Wolverine managed to blow up the Time Ripper, she kind of exploded with it. Like, poof, gone. No chance of her coming back? I mean, with the multiverse being as crazy as it is, you never know. Maybe there's a version of her out there somewhere, but the one we saw, toast.
I wasn't unconscious. Who are you? Why am I here?
So let's talk about Mr. Paradox. This guy is basically a bad apple who worked his way up in the TVA. He made a sketchy deal with this powerful villain, Cassandra Nova, but things went south between them. Paradox's real dream was to take over the TVA and turn it back into the old, super brutal version everyone hated. The twist is, he was secretly building his own little army of TVA agents without anyone knowing. This was a big secret, even from Hunter B-15, who's basically the boss of the TVA now. Paradox's plan almost worked. But then this crazy time machine thing called the Time Ripper started acting up and tipped off B-15. Long story short, B-15 busted Paradox and his crew, and that was the end of their little power grab. Where is Loki? It's a real head scratcher, right? They mention Hunter B-15, who's basically the new boss of the TVA, but there's no sign of Loki. We know from the Loki series that he's basically holding the entire multiverse together like some cosmic gardener. So you'd think he'd be all over a threat like Cassandra Nova, right? But here's the thing. Loki isn't protecting the multiverse, he's maintaining it. It's like he's the glue holding everything together. If he lets go, the whole thing crumbles. So while it would be awesome to see him swoop in and save the day, he's kind of stuck in his cosmic garden duty. It's a tough gig, so as cool as it would be, Loki probably couldn't have done anything to stop Cassandra. It's up to the TVA and other heroes to handle these threats while Loki keeps an eye on the bigger picture.
I am Marvel Jesus.
What happened to Deadpool? Crazy, right? So Deadpool not only survives this wild ride with Wolverine, but he actually ends up back in his old world. Apparently, he and Wolverine were these super important people called anchor beings. Basically, their existence keeps their universe from falling apart. It's like they're the glue holding everything together. When Wolverine died in Logan, their world started to crumble, but Deadpool managed to save the day again. So he's back to living the good life in his old universe, and he even bumps into Hunter B-15, which is a whole other can of worms. Basically, Deadpool and Wolverine just saved the day again. Who would have thought?
Because he's dead.
Shut the fuck up.
Oh my God. Okay, good luck. I'm a huge fan.
What happened to Wolverine? As is the case with his ally, Wolverine survives the Time Ripper's explosion. Afterward, Logan is shown somewhat at a loss, resigning to retire from hero and living a peaceful life. This comes after Wolverine puts his guilt and grief over the death of his universe's X-Men behind, completing his character arc in Deadpool and Wolverine's ending. That said, some interesting moments in Wolverine's epilogue hint at future stories for him in the world of the Marvel multiverse.
You were always the wrong guy.
Wolverine and X-23 might be a part of future Marvel Cinematic Universe. That's a pretty wild ending, huh? So it seems like Logan and X-23 have basically traded one crazy world for another. With their old world basically gone and not much left for them there, they've found a new home with Dead and the gang. It's like they've been adopted into this weird, dysfunctional family. And who wouldn't want to be part of that? I mean, hanging out with Deadpool and Blind Al sounds like a non-stop adventure. It'll be interesting to see where they go from here. Maybe they'll become regulars in the Deadpool universe, or maybe this is just a one-time thing. So this was for today's video. See you in the next video. Till then, bye-bye and take care.
Are you ready?
Fuck yeah, I'm ready.
No, what the heck, I'll laugh anyway.